everybody, I'm Duggie Dug Dug and I'm here today with two friends of mine who are...
I'm Lou.
And I'm Ross.
And together we are...
The Terrible Two.
What?
The Gruesome Twosome.
What?
Chalk and Cheese.
What?
And in deck.
Huh?
Wait, just joking. Really, we are...
The
Rhinos.
Yes, and we're here today for...
The Antique Roadshow.
What?
We are not here today for the Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, well, you're probably old enough to be an antique, Doug. So, we could be.
You are so rude.
Sorry, I love you really.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear it. Now, can we carry on?
Please do, before he says something else we'll regret.
Yes. Now, we're here today for...
The Crazy Stay-at-Home Roadshow.
And everyone at home, if you're enjoying these shows, then do click subscribe on my YouTube channel, because that'll be brilliant.
But do check with a grown-up first before you do that, boys and girls.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely do that. Now, I'm very excited to say that we have got some fantastic special guests on the show today, including...
Meg!
Rose, it's not all about you.
Well, if it's not about me, then it should be.
No. We're going to take a look at the incredible world that our amazing God has made.
Cool.
And we're going to meet some of the amazing creatures he's made too.
Wait, memento. Do you mean there are going to be special animal guests on this show?
Yes.
What? Like real animals with legs and everything?
Yes.
But animals are noisy and they're smelly and they poo a lot.
Just like you, Rose.
Oi! Watch it, cheeky pants.
We're going to meet some animals from Noah's Ark Zoo Farm.
Oh my goodness! Ah!
Rose, where have you gone?
I'm scared. What if I get eaten?
Or put on.
This is not funny. Getting pooed on is no laughing matter.
True. And getting eaten's not a battle of laughs either.
Yeah, that's very true too. Now listen, I promise you both that you won't get eaten or pooed on.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm glad that's a relief. Now, we're going to look at taking care of our amazing planet that God has made, and we're going to go green.
I can go green. Watch this.
No. What's going to happen now?
Probably best not to ask that, Doug.
Probably true.
Ta-da! Hey, told you I could go green. Hey, here I am. Sure to be sure. Hey.
Rose, Duggie Dug Dug didn't mean that we have to turn green in colour and do a really bad Irish impression.
No.
Oh.
He meant that we have to talk about looking after our world.
Oh.
I'm glad you get it now. Well, listen, you go and change, because we're going to go straight across to meet head keeper Chris at Noah's Ark Zoo Farm. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Duggie Dug Dug.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, Chris.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
See if you're still saying it's a pleasure after you've had to put up with the rules for 5 minutes.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm totally used to dealing with noisy, hairy animals.
He just called me a noisy, hairy animal. I am not noisy. And I am not hairy. And I... Wait, I am hairy. Okay, that's fine.
So, Chris, today on the programme we're talking about looking after this amazing planet that God has made. And at Noah's Ark, you're doing loads to look after some creatures that are vulnerable and endangered and need our help.
That's very true.
Hey, Chris, I've got a question for you. Have you ever been pooed on?
Many times, Rolls. And you know, we get rid of hundreds of tons of poo every year at the zoo. Every single animal here produces poo, and then it gets piled up in a massive pile, and then the tractors come and spread it all over the fields because it's great fertiliser for growing the farmers' crops in.
Let's move on from the poo, shall we?
Yes, please.
Yeah, definitely. So, Chris, we're going to hand over to you to tell us about some of the animals who are vulnerable and endangered that you're helping at the zoo.
Thanks, Duggie Dug Dug. At Noah's Ark Zoo Farm, we are absolutely passionate about wildlife and God's creatures, as well as the environment around us. And I'm going to show you some of the endangered and vulnerable animals that we keep here. Behind me you can see Icarus and Martha. These are two of our Bactrian camels. Bactrian camels have 2 humps, as a dromedary has only 1. And these in the wild are critically endangered. We've actually recently had a baby. This is Kumi the camel, and he hasn't actually seen visitors since he was born, because when he was first born he was off show, and then since then we've been shut. Cute! And there are a few others. I'm going to take you around the zoo and have a look at some of our endangered animals. So I've brought you behind the scenes now to a bit of the zoo that people don't normally get to see unless they're on a tractor ride. And you can see here one of our vulnerable species, and this is an African elephant. This is a bull African elephant because we only have boys here, and we're part of a European-wide breeding program to protect these animals. We've got just the boys because there's a part of a boy elephant's life where he's too big to be with his mummy anymore, but he's not big enough to be a daddy. And that's when in the wild the elephants leave their family group and they go and find loads of other boys to hang out with. They learn how to be big boy elephants, and then they go off to be daddies themselves. So that's what Noah's Ark's doing with the African elephants. So behind me are some of the most endangered animals that we have at the zoo. Some people think they're really ugly. I think they're brilliant. They're some of my favourites. Shh, don't tell the others. These are the African white-headed vulture, and they're critically endangered. Our two are here as part of another European breeding program. She's sat on her nest at the moment, and there's an egg in there. So we have to be quiet so we don't disturb her. So this is Rumble, the southern white rhino from Africa. And these southern white rhinos are a near threatened species. And we have two, Rumble and Rumba. So one of the things about caring for these large endangered animals that we need to give a really safe space for is they produce a lot of poo. That is a massive pile of poo. So there we go, everybody. There's a little introduction to some of the rare and endangered animals that we have here at Noah's Ark Zoo Farm. And with that, it's back to you, Duggie Dug Dug, in the studio.
Thanks, Chris.
That was awesome. I loved seeing the animals.
Yeah, and the elephant was humongously big.
And the baby camel was so cute.
Yeah, but not as cute as me.
I'm not sure you're cute, Rose, but you are hairy, just like the camel.
I do not look like a camel.
Maybe not, but you do get the hump. Ha!
I do not get the hump. Oh, wait, sorry, yeah, maybe I do.
Moving on. Wouldn't it be sad if we ended up with a world where there were no elephant and no rhino and no camels?
It would be really, really sad.
Which makes the work that Chris and the guys are doing to protect the animals so important.
Yes, it does. Now, I think it's time that we did a song.
Awesome!
With puppets!
Woo!
We set our Facebook friends the challenge of filming their own puppets singing a song of mine called Lovely Jubbly.
We've had videos from all over the place, and you did a brilliant job.
Yeah, thanks so much, everyone.
Yes, thank you. And another friend of mine, Maxine, has edited all those videos together.
And we're going to watch it now.
I'm so excited, I might just pee my pants.
Please do not do that. Roll the video!
Roll it!
He gave the mouse its squeak, sharks their teeth, he made legs that jump, gave camels the hump, he made the kangaroo and humans too. He even gave his lips so good for kissing. He made fish that fly, eyes that cry, he made birds that poo upon your shoe. He made whales that sing, bees that sting, he even gave the cat its furry bottom. And his lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. What a wonderful God we have. Lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely jubbly, all of God's creation. He made it all, he made it all, he made it all. He made dogs that point, pigs that oink. He made dolphins smiles, crocodiles. He made a zillion things fly with wings. He even gave his tongue so good for licking. He made things that scoot, things hens that hoot. He made something smell not so well. He made wind to blow, clouds to snow. He even made your knees so nobly. And his lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. What a wonderful God we have. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. He made it all, he made it all, he made it all. Okay, now it's over to you. Whatever creature I name, you make a noise for it. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He made pigs that. He made lions that. He made sheep that. He made cows that. He made frogs that. He made skunks that. Oh, let me try this one. He made camels that. He made snails that. Snails don't make a lot of noise unless you accidentally squish them under your toes. Please don't do that. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. What a wonderful God we have. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. Lovely Jubbly, all of God's creation. He made it all, he made it all, he made it all. He made it all, he made it all, he made it all. He made it all, made it all, made it
That was so awesome. I love all those puppets.
Hey, well done to everyone who sent in the video. You did a fantastic job.
Yes, you really did. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, it's time to go back to Chris at Noah's Ark Zoo Farm.
Woo!
Hey Chris, we loved meeting those animals earlier.
Yeah, and nobody got pooed on.
Not yet, anyway.
So, Chris, as well as looking after all the animals, you're also helping to look after the planet in other ways.
Yeah, we are indeed, yeah.
Can you tell us about your Green Zoo project?
I'll be delighted to, Duggie Dug Dug. So we're standing here now in one of our nature areas. This is an area on the corner of the zoo where we've dug a pond specifically for wildlife, and we bring children down here for pond dipping and things like that through the summer. So creating these spaces for wildlife are one of the ways that here on our zoo we are able to be as green as we can. At Noah's Ark Zoo Farm, not only do we want to work really hard for the conservation of lots of amazing wild animals, but also the planet as a whole, the whole environment. So we started the Green Ark project as a way of making our zoo as environmentally friendly as possible. As often is the case with this sort of thing, it's not one thing that you do that makes a big difference, it's the lots of little things. So now I'm going to take you on a quick tour to some of the other places where we can see some of the things that we're doing to make us a green zoo. Noah's Ark Zoo Farm's quite a big site, and we have planted thousands of trees over the years, and you can see all the way down here, thousands of trees. Now these form lots of purposes. One of them is that they are fantastic for wildlife. Trees take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which is great for us and the environment, as well as providing food for the giraffes and the elephants that eat branches as part of their diet. All of this is fantastic for the environment, as well as really good for the animals we keep in the zoo. So you can see up on the roof of the building behind us, you can see some solar panels. So we're making energy from the sunshine. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 animal houses with as much solar panels on as we can fit. And that helps us to produce to 1/3 of the energy that the zoo uses on a really sunny day. We're also making electricity from the wind. And we do loads of recycling. We've got 2 of these great big boilers that burn wood chips like these. And that heats our elephant house and our great big play barn. Wood chips are brilliant because you can just grow more trees, so it's renewable. Here we are, back at the beginning in our wildlife pond area. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the things that we do to make the small things that add up into big things. And there are lots of things you can do at home. Maybe you could leave a bit of your garden wild, or maybe you could put some seeds in a window box that grow flowers that the insects will really enjoy. Maybe put up a bird box, do your recycling instead of throwing it in the trash. Lots of things that we can do, little things that add up to make a big difference. If we all do something, we can change the world. So there we go, that's a tour around what we've been doing to make ourselves a green zoo. And it's back to you in the studio, Duggie Dug Dug.
Thanks, Chris. It truly was amazing to hear about what you're doing and how we can help look after our world too.
Thanks, Lou. On rolls, I've got a bit of a present for you.
Thanks, Chris. Is it a cute little animal from the zoo? Like a bunny? Or a chick? Or a really tiny elephant?
No, it's this. I'm going to send it to you in the post. Giant pile of poo.
I do not want a pile of poo.
I bet you don't. Thanks for joining us on the show today, Chris, and all the very best with all the brilliant work that you're doing at Noah's Ark Zoo Farm.
Bye, Chris. Thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Bye, everybody.
Chris, don't you dare send me that poo. Chris, where have you gone?
He's gone off to look after the animals.
He better not send me that poo.
We'll see.
Wasn't it good to hear that the little things we can do to look after the world God has made will add up to make a big difference?
Oh, yeah, it really was. And how cool that we can all be a part of looking after it.
That's very true. And do you know that actually thanking God for this incredible world and the amazing creatures he's made can all be part of our worship?
In the midst of all the horrible things going on in our world, there's a lot to thank him for.
There is. Now, here is a really fun idea.
On our first programme, we made a little A to Z book of thankfulness.
And we wondered if you guys at home could make another A to Z of thankfulness. But this time with drawings of animals.
Yeah, I think it'll be brilliant. You guys go for it. Now, we have come to the end of the show!
No!
Oh, hang on. We seem to have a delivery.
I'll get it! Whoa! You've got the parcel. I just left it down there.
Oh, well, it's humongously big, and you were really fast getting that parcel, but listen, it's huge.
Who's it from?
It says it's from Noah's Ark Zoo Farm.
And it smells.
It really smells.
Uh-oh. Guys, I think that Chris has sent me poo!
Well, on that note, that's all we've got time for on today's show.
No!
But we're going to leave you with a really fun cartoon song that's all about our amazing world and our amazing God. And we'll see you again on the Crazy
Stay at Home Roadshow!
We are the creatures, great and small. Us you gotta love, made by God above. We are the creatures, great and small. The great marvels of God.
Okay, so who's first up? Here we have Archibald the Ant. What do you mean, here we have? I can't see him. Well, he's down there, man, look. Nope, still can't see him. Oh, well, look, I'll hold this huge, great big sign up with an arrow pointing right where he is. Oh, there he is. Just don't let go of that sign. It looks kind of heavy. 2, 3, 4, go Archie, go Archie, go Archie.
I'm Max, I sure know how to march. I've only got my mother, but I've never seen him brother.
Larry, drop the sign. Oh dear, sorry man. Look what you've done to Archie. Yeah, look, he's kind of flat and sticky too. And I can't believe you killed our first guest. I said I'm sorry. Oh, that's gonna make Archie feel better. Will you please be more careful with the guests? Now, who's next?
Mind your bags, coppers. Kangaroo coming through. Good day, I'm Drew, the bouncy kangaroo. Invite me to your party, that's that put me on the barbie. Hot night under the stars, I'm great at dodging cars. On the outback's bumper jumper one day. Oh, look at the line. fine. I'm good. Maybe not. No worries, mate. I'll be just as good on one leg.
Man, that's gotta hurt.
We are the creatures, great and small. Us you gotta love, made by God above. We are the creatures, great and small. We're the great marvels of God.
Hey, Larry, you were great on that chorus. Yeah, you too, man. Good singing. Thanks, man. Oh, hey, what's that over there? Where? In the water. Uh-oh.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm a shark with a bad reputation. I come on the scene and people run and scream. I don't mean to be rude, but you're not my kind of food. If I bite your leg in half, I didn't do it for a laugh. It was a mistake, one that anyone could make. But it tastes so good.
Why, hello, my name is Maxine, and I am very crocodilian. Come closer, let me greet you. Would you mind awfully if I eat you?
Hey, back off, Snappy. Yeah, and clean your teeth.
We are the creatures, great and small. Us you gotta love, made by God above. We are the creatures, great and small. We're the great marvels of God.
Larry, did you make that smell? Not me.
Oh, sorry, dearie.
Oh, it's a stinky skunk.
My name is Samantha, I'm a funky, funky skunk. I may not be too smarty, but boy, you know I'm 40. I know the stardom beckons, I can clear a room in seconds. I'm Samantha, the funky, funky skunk. I may be coy with a boy, cause just a wink can raise a stink. I've got a belly that's very smelly, but I'll never need worry about being in a crowded room. My name is Samantha, I'm a funky, funky skunk. Don't call me Miss Peculiar, if you do I might just sue ya. Sure am I the quiff, but just avoid the whiff. I'm Samantha, the funky, funky skunk.
Larry, yep, you know you dropped that sign earlier on. Uh-huh, you know you dropped it on Archie. Yep, you know you squashed him. Yep, well, don't look behind you, but here come his big brothers. They don't look too pleased. Oh, hey, get off the mat. No, wait, put it down.
We are the creatures, great and small. Us you gotta love, made by God above. We are the creatures, great and small. We're the great marvels of God. Whatever you look like, however you smell, He loves you forever. To Him you're just swell. We are the creatures, great and small.
I'm great, you're
Us
small.
you gotta love, made by God above.
Don't you start on me.
We are the creatures, great and small. We're the great marvels of God.
Hey, man, that's that big word again.
We are
Still
the
don't know what it means.
creatures,
No, no,
great
me.
and small. Us you got